Hello students, I am Lisy Dsouza. A very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to study chapter number 1.1. Sentence arrangement. So in the previous slide children, we understood about word, phrase, clause and sentence. Today we will understand how the sentence should be arranged in a grammatical order. A sentence cannot make a proper sense unless the words are written or spoken in proper order. So, if it is not kept in a proper order, you will not be able to find a meaningful sentence. Beginning with subject. A subject is a part of a sentence that contains the person or thing performing the action or verb in a sentence. So generally you will find the main part, the first part as a subject. And what is a subject? A subject is always performing the action or the verb in a sentence. The subject is basically a noun or a pronoun. So what is a subject? So basically you can find it as a noun or a pronoun. What is a noun? Noun, the name of a person, place or a thing. You can see the example, the dog, the train and Gandhi Nagar. Pronoun. What is pronoun? I, we, you, he, she, it and they. They are the personal pronoun. To find out the subject, ask the question who or what is doing the action. So this is the trick to find out a subject from the sentence. You can ask a question who or what is doing the action. You can ask the question to the verb. Ravi has gone to Chennai. So ask the question who has gone to Chennai? The answer is Ravi. So Ravi is our subject. The moon disappeared behind the clouds. So what disappeared behind the clouds? The answer is the moon. A subject usually comes at the beginning of the sentence followed by the verb. So mostly you can see the subject comes in the beginning of the sentence and followed you can see as after the subject you can see directly the verb. Ravi, after Ravi what has come? Has gone. Has gone is the verb. The moon disappeared. So disappeared is the verb. So it is always followed by a verb. But in some sentences the subject comes later. So sometimes the subject comes in the later part also. Let us see the example. Here comes the boy. So who is coming here? The answer is the boy. So now I hope you can understand, you can find out the subject from a sentence very easily. Let us understand what is a verb. Verbs are the action words in a sentence that describe what the subject is doing. So you can easily find out a verb by asking the question to the subject. Now, verbs are of three forms, that is, action verb, linking verb, and the helping verb. Today we are going to understand about the action verb. Action verb is again divided into two types of verb, that is, transitive and intransitive. Let us understand what is an intransitive verb. An intransitive verb does not require an object to act upon. So, in a sentence, you can see the example. The dog ran. So it is a complete sentence. You do not need an object behind that verb ran. A light was shining. So you can see after shining, the sentence is complete. You do not need an object. So it is a intransitive verb. Moving on towards the transitive word. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb is mostly followed by an object. The child is drinking milk. So what if I am not using the word milk after drinking? Let us see what happens. The child is drinking. So the question is, the sentence is incomplete. So we ask the question, what the child is drinking? The answer is milk. That means you need an object for the verb drinking. So if you do not put an object, your sentence is incomplete. So a verb which needs an object is a transitive verb. John killed a fly. So if we do not use the word fly and we complete our sentence, John killed, and then we put a full stop, then our sentence is incomplete. So John killed what? A fly. So the transitive verb killed needs an object. And what is that object? A fly. If there are two objects, the indirect object should be placed before the direct object as. So children, generally you can see in a sentence you will see one object, but most of the time you can see there will be one or more than one object in a sentence. So how you will arrange that object in the sentence? So if there are two objects, the indirect object should be placed before the direct object. So always keep in mind that indirect object will come first and then comes the direct object. Example, they gave us dinner. So how you will find out which one is the direct and which one is the indirect object? So the easy way to find out is ask the question like this: they gave us dinner. So first question, they gave us what? The answer is dinner. So dinner is the direct object. The next question, they gave dinner to whom? The second question, the answer is us. So now you understood the indirect object will come first and then comes the direct object. So for the direct object ask the question what, and for the indirect object ask the question whom. Mary bought Sheila a doll. Mary bought what? A doll. Mary bought doll for whom? The answer is Sheila. So now I hope it is clear to you. The indirect object should be placed before the direct object. Adjective. Adjective is a word that qualifies the noun. When an adjective is attributive or preceding, it should come before the noun. So whenever an adjective is giving any kind of quality, attributive, it should always come before the noun. If it is qualifying a noun, it should always comes before the it should always come before the noun. You can see the example. The green door opened suddenly. So which kind of door opened? So green color. So the green is an adjective and the door is noun. So it has come before the noun. So this kind of adjective, attributive kind of adjective should always come before the noun. When an adjective used predicatively, it should come after the verb. This predicate word you have heard in the earlier classes, children. A sentence is divided into two parts, subject and predicate. If you know subject part, only subject comes, while in the predicate part, the chief verb is the word is the verb. So here also when an adjective is used predicatively, it should come after the verb. So when it comes in the predicate part, the adjective should come after the verb. Here is the example. This stretch of water is dangerous. You can see verb is. After the word is, the automatically the verb adjective has come dangerous. So this stretch of water is dangerous. Here is the verb and danger is the adjective. So now it is clear that attributive kind of adjective, it will come before the noun, and predicative type predicatively adjective, it comes after the verb. If an adjective is a phrase or a clause, it should come after the word it qualifies. So suppose it is a phrase or a clause, it should come after the word it qualifies. Example, Mary has a friend who is very intelligent. So after friend is the noun, and after that noun directly which word, connecting word we have used? Who. Let us see adverb. What is the work of adverb? It modifies the verb. Example, the boy is loud. Here the loud word is adjective, children. It is not an adverb. Now let us see where is adverb. He shouts loudly. So which way he shouts? The verb shouts. Shouts is a verb. And which way he shouts? Loudly. So loudly is the adverb. So we have modified the verb shouts. So after the verb, automatically adverb comes. Now let us understand, if it is a question, which way it is arranged in a sentence. If the question begins with WH, what is this WH, children? The question beginning with WH is which, where, whom, when, why, where. These are all beginning with WH. So if the question begins with WH, then WH plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. So this is the format of writing a WH question. So first WH, then auxiliary verb, then the subject, then the main verb. Let us see the example. Where are you going? So WH where, are is the auxiliary verb or the helping verb, you the subject, and going is the main verb. But question whose answers are in yes or no. So auxiliary type of, when we begin the question with the auxiliary type of sentence, we always give the answer in yes or no. Then auxiliary verb will come first, then come the subject, and then comes the main verb. Example, did it rain yesterday? So did the auxiliary verb, it subject, and rain the main verb. Did it rain yesterday? So the answer will be yes or no. So I hope children you understood this chapter. This is a test for yourself. Choose the correct answer from the given bracket. Our mom was angry. She spoke to us. Use adverb. Two answers are given, angered and angrily. Number 2, dash me your hand. Show, shows. Number 3, dash waited. Add a subject to this sentence. Number 4, the car suffered heavy damage. Find out the adjective. Number 5, he won the first prize. Find out the adjective. Number 6, I love red cars. Find out the noun. So write these answers. Try to find out by yourself and send a pic of this answers to my number and complete the worksheet with the pencil. I will give you the answer in the later video. Till then,